chasing the other one. Sorry, wild goose chase.
That's where they get the term wild goose chase. Hello everyone and happy May 1st. One of the great things about being alive in 2017 is the internet, and more specifically, YouTube tutorials. I mean, 20 years ago, if you wanted to learn how to do something, you probably either had to figure it out on your own, or worse, go to the library and read a book on how to do it. But now, if you need to learn how to do something or get better at something, you simply YouTube it. One thing that my wife Jasmine and I like to do is take pictures with our cameras. The scientific word for that is photography, or something like that. So one evening this month, we took our cameras and some knowledge that we got from some YouTube videos on how to take creative and interesting photos. We took that along with us to Waterloo for a photo date. So we are driving on the road and we're headed to Waterloo Park. This is what we call a photo date. A photo date is where you go onto YouTube and you learn some things about taking pictures, and then you go out into the nearest town or city or any place and you take pictures using the knowledge that you learned from YouTube. That is the definition of a photo date. So I'm bringing with me Jasmine. It's kind of like a first date in a way because we've never done this type of date before. It's going well.
Yeah, it's going well. You haven't really fed me yet.
Jasmine is our official wildlife photographer for the evening. In this video on YouTube, we learned that if you have some sort of photo editing software such as Photoshop, which I happen to have, you can clone yourself or your subject in photos. So we're gonna make a whole bunch of Jasmines in this beautiful kind of gazebo-like thing, and she's gonna read her her 7 favorite books. Alright, that was the first book. Now we're getting the next book. What's the book? Me Before You. Good book, you should read it. I haven't read it.
It'll rip your heart out.
So, we pretty much got the first picture, which is cloning Jasmine. Now there are 7 Jasmines. So what I'm trying to do now is called a hyperlapse. It's like a time lapse. A time lapse is where you have a whole bunch of pictures that you take and you play them really fast. So it basically looks like a really fast video. But in a hyperlapse, it's the same thing, except the camera's moving while the video is playing. How I'm trying to do this is I'm having the camera take a picture every 8 seconds. Every time it takes a picture, I move it 2 board lengths, or 2 board widths actually. Is that cool or what? The only problem with this is it takes a really long time. We watched this video about this guy who makes what he calls combo photos. Takes 2 kind of like everyday objects, puts them into one photo, and makes kind of a cool thing. So Jasmine had the idea to turn this lamppost, or the top of this lamppost, into a pen, and that is what she's doing right now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a combo photo. Jasmine just snapped a picture of me taking a picture, and I learned what my picture taking face is now. It's not good. Something like that. So we're gonna try to do a double exposure, which is basically just taking 2 photos and combining them or blending them. And you can do this using Photoshop. Jasmine is taking a picture of the sun. No, I'm not the sun, I'm not the sun! So we're now leaving Waterloo Park. Got some cool pictures, we had a lot of fun. There's a really nice sunset that God made for us. So that was cool. Now we're gonna go somewhere else. So we are leaving Waterloo Park. We're going to Waterloo Square, and we're going to maybe take some more pictures. So we're here at Waterloo Square, and we were gonna get like a time lapse of the street and the cars going by. The problem is there are no cars, and Jasmine figured it out because the road's closed just up there. Yeah. We're gonna take a picture where the shutter is open for 30 seconds. So it's like taking the picture for 30 seconds. So the cars that come are just gonna be like white and red streaks. That's the idea. And that was about it for our photo date. So that thing that you've always wanted to learn or get better at, go do it. It might just be one YouTube tutorial away.